Enterprises is live. On my way to go pick up my contractor, we're going to go over a few. We're going to fine tune the contract between the two of us. We're also going to head to the house today. I guess we're going to do some measurements, and I got to drop some supplies off to one of the tenants, and maybe we'll go ahead and get fixed today. But anyway, yeah, that part. I'm gonna try to nail down a timetable today so I can finish up the contract, and we can figure out what day we're going to get started on the project. Here, I'm gonna give you all a glimpse of what I'm looking at here. Man. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on today. I'm going to say it's going to be a full day, but it's going to be a day. Me and my wife went over some design ideas for the interior and exterior last night. Kind of narrowed down what we're going to go with the outside. We also had to tweak the budget a little bit. We're going to have to increase it just a tad bit. I went over, miscalculated a few numbers. And this is one thing that I want you all to understand is patience. Take your time. Do your calculations. Get your game plan. Stick to your game plan, okay? So, I had a set number in mind. So, I took that set number and I seen what percentage of profit we were going to make off the sale. And that percentage was kind of, I ain't going to say low, but it was lower than I wanted it to be. Especially if I'm going off the formula that my mentors have taught me. It's a little bit lower. Just a little bit. I mean, it's right there in that range. So I'm okay with it. But yeah, that's our bottom dollar. That's what that's what we want. So I'm not going to be try not to be greedy. You know what I mean? Don't want to get too greedy. But I know everything's going to turn out okay. But we definitely want to create one of the best products that we can create. Okay, that is, we want to sell quality goods. So when someone buys one of our recently renovated homes, we want them to feel like that they've gotten a bargain and they're safe and they're satisfied. Okay, that's the things that we want. So yeah, and also sometimes you allow. Well, I'll speak for myself. Sometimes I can allow doubt to creep in my mind. You want to do your best to not second guess yourself. All right, you've got a plan. Stick with the plan. I mean, you do have to pivot sometimes. Sometimes there's things that happen where you gotta tweak the plan a little bit, but just stick with the plan as best as you can. Don't scrap the plan because, oh well, especially for a couple of dollars. And that's pretty much where I was at last night. I almost scrapped the plan over a couple thousand. So something is better than nothing. This is a learning process. This is our first flip. So, we're going to learn from this. We're going to tweak it and we're going to perfect it. Matter of fact, I'm going to write down, I'm in the process of writing down all the steps that we've done to get to the point that we're at. And then I'm going to write down the whole process. So I'm going to continue to go, hello, and thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the like. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to write down the whole process. And I'm going to have it for our reference and for anyone who would like to know what we've done. We'll have something ready for you. Last night I came up on another possible project that we could possibly do. It's not an iffy. It's another leg of the business that we wanted to get into. But this right here, this opportunity has come earlier than I thought. So, again, you got to do your research, do your due diligence, make sure you got all your paperwork in order. But this possibly here could be a financing opportunity for us. All right, so one leg of our business is rental properties. That's buy and holds. We're working on another leg of our business, and that's the fix and flip leg. And now we have the financial part of it, where we become the bank for someone. And we go out and we let our money make money for us. I really would like to build that leg stronger than the rest, if that's possible. Well, it is possible. And one of the reasons is that if you can start letting your money be your employee, and that's go out and recruit more money, the more time you got for yourself. That would, to me, that would be awesome. So one of the things that we're looking at is someone comes to us and they're like, look, I want to buy this home, but I don't have the credit. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look at do they have the finances to cover the loan? So that's looking at bank statements. That's looking at deposits. Well, when you look at your bank statements, you're looking at deposits and what they have in savings. Can they make the down payment? And then after that, you just got to make sure you have a have a sound contract. But you also got to make sure too that the money that if you're giving money to buy a home, you got to make sure that home will cover your expense. Okay, so if somebody says, "Okay, I want to buy $100,000. I need $100,000 to buy this property." You got to make sure that property at least appraises for $100,000. I mean, because if they leave you holding the bag, you're not gonna get your money back, even if you sell the property. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure that if you can get the property, if that person leaves you with the property, that property will cover your expenses. I need to be writing this stuff down. So number one, you got to make sure they're financially able to pay you back, to pay all the fees, the mortgage, all that good stuff. Number two, you got to make sure the property is worth the value. That the value is there. If it's not there, no deal. Number three, you got to make sure that you have a good contract set up. And that means you're going to have to get a lawyer involved. You're going to have your lawyer look it over, make sure it's legal and binding. Okay? Oops. So, I mean, that's where we're at. I mean, it's a lot to it. But I really think in the scheme of things, grand scheme of things, I think it would be worth it. I had a lawyer ask me one time, "Why do you want to be the bank?" Why does the bank want to be the bank? You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of a silly question to ask, but at the time, I was ignorant of the game, so I was just like, "Oh, okay." So he kind of discouraged me. I was like, "Yeah, I guess you're right." But now I'm just like, why does the bank want to be the bank? I mean, you can charge interest. You get interest off your money. And then you get the possibility of getting the property back and reusing it. If that person doesn't want it, or if they can't, something happens. It's just what it is. That's the name of the game, man. That's what happens. The bank doesn't come in and save somebody. They just loan you the money, and you can either pay it back or you can't. They want you to pay it back. They don't want the hassle of repossessing the property. Man, that's me. I don't want the hassle of repossessing. But, yeah, that part. Oh, me. But yeah, that's the strategy of the business. There's three legs there. Still developing the fourth leg, but that is not going to be so much making money as it is going to promote the business in a positive light. I do believe the fourth leg is going to be a great asset to the business, and that's just showing people how to be financially literate. And at the end of the day, I want to do it for free, but I shouldn't have to do it for no more than the cover charge of the materials. And I want to do this for my tenants and the people who deal with the business. I want to be able to show them that they can own their own home. They don't have to just rent from me or do a rent to own. That they actually can build their credit to the point to where they can go to it and walk into a bank, and they'll sit down and the bank will ask them, "Do you want a bottle of water?" They're gonna be happy to see you. That's where you want to be at. You want to be at a point in your life where, ma'am, Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Thank you. Hold on a minute, you guys. I think she can get out. Very good. Okay. You all have a good day. You too. Okay, so all right, she's got it. Yeah, but that's the fourth leg. The fourth leg is education. Education is key, guys. I wouldn't have been able to do anything that I'm doing right now if I didn't have the education. So, education is key. Okay? Oh, goodness. All right, so I'm gonna go on ahead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this live right now. I'm gonna have to text my contractor and see if he's up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna back. I'll go ahead and back up some. There we go. Ugh. Potential scam, it says. Ooh, that was close. Message retracted. Okay, I didn't get to see that. Sorry. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to come back on here when he gets in the car, and we'll go over strategy. We'll let you all hear what we're talking about, and if you like, just take notes. Do whatever you need to do. All right. I will talk to you guys here in a little bit. I'm gonna leave the feed open, but I'm gonna close it. Well, you know what I'm saying. Hell, I don't, I don't know much about this crap, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I will talk to you guys here in a little bit. Let me see if I can get a hold of this boy.